Leo, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader as well as your host, Brandy, and this is the journey. Okay, Leo, I cannot resist saying this. This is going to be the second time that I'm doing your video because the first time I did it, it did not record. It didn't take. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Okay, so this time when I do the readings that I'm doing it a little bit different. We're doing a look into 2019. I've been prompted, by spirit to only pull 6 cards. And what I'm going to do is I pull the 6 cards and then I'm going to clarify them on camera so we can actually see directly what part of our lives these energies are going to affect. Okay. So we're going to first start with the intuitive part of the reading. So, it's funny because the first thing I would like to say is that you guys are going to have to, not have to, but like you guys are going to benefit from changing the way that you do things, actually getting a ritual or a practice going to really get your magic into full effect. Okay. Now, everybody is not an intuitive, a tarot reader, a practice of the occult or things of that nature, or even religious. So we're not talking about directly. I'm talking about whatever you do to do you. If you're looking to improve on your health or things of that nature, well, the magic would be getting a ritual that improves your health a little bit every day. When you've done it enough, you'll have improved or good health, right? So this is what we mean when we say magic or ritual. A ritual is just something that you do over and over again for a particular result. It doesn't have to be associated with anything in particular. So this year is going to be all about what you do to do you. That's how I'm going to express it. What you do to do you. So you're going to probably change in your practices and the way you do things, and it's going to bring a real renewal and a real magic to your life. Okay. You guys really have to fall in love with the practice. I don't care if it's something as simple as coming home and moisturizing your hair a few times a week, or meditating, or yoga, or a run, or every day, if you're religious, you get up and you do your prayers and read your religious, books or things of that nature for an hour every day. Whatever it is, I feel like you guys can energetically feel it. I feel like because usually people know what it is that they need. They can kind of feel it in their spirit. I feel like you guys know that. So for me to say this is probably confirmation for a lot of you. You've been thinking about changing things this year, and part of it is in how you do things. Okay, I feel like you guys need to do unconditional love for yourself and others. That's extremely important this year. It's going to take you really far. You guys are going to have a really high vibration. But you guys are actually about to enter a birthing process. You guys are on your way to something much larger. For those of you starting a business, it's going to be amazing. For those of you who are looking to fall in love or start a family, it's going to happen. You guys are on your way to birthing something much bigger. And as you guys know, the birthing process, well, maybe you don't know, but let me tell you, the birthing process is extremely scary at times because you don't really know what you're doing, right? But you know the results that you want. And a lot of things happen they come together on their own. Let's think about the birth of a baby. A woman can't see inside of her stomach. She really does nothing more than have sex. But she tries to kind of like do some things to take care of herself, take care of the baby as she goes, never really knowing if any of them are working until the baby is born, right? So in certain ways, birthing can be scary because there's a lot of unknowns. But it's always a labor of love, right? So with that being said, you have to show yourself unconditional love as well as others. It's going to be extremely important this year that you do that in order for whatever you're trying to manifest to come into play. I feel like a lot of you are going to move from a bad, like almost like a horrible type of situation to a balanced situation. You're going to advance your role in society as a person, maybe even as a parent or a lover. You're going to experience an advance in a different role. You guys have to be open to the changes that are coming. You kind of have to just roll with the punches. Kind of, once again, like birthing a baby. A woman's body changes so dramatically, she can do nothing but just go along with it. Because after you're, a certain amount in, you're in, right? You're locked in. Even with the feet swelling and the weight that's being put on and the changes that are happening to the body. And then she has to then also still love and accept herself to be healthy and happy during her pregnancy, right? Even though she may even see her body kind of like being destroyed, from what it was, not really being destroyed, but like being changed dramatically from what it was, right? So this is what you're kind of going to go through this year, the birthing process. All right. But don't worry, because as long as you guys are seeking that emotional balance, you will find contentment. Speak your truth. Don't hold back. Speak your truth in moderation with temperance, but speak your truth. Let's move on to the actual reading. All right. So the first card is the magic and ritual. We're talking about your practices and that your practices are sacred and that the way you do your magic or whatever it is you do to do you, the way you do it. First card out is the Two of Wands. It's about having the world in your hand and making a choice. Okay? Because the world is your oyster. Oh, I had a card that flipped over, but here it is. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, exactly. Finding stability, finding usefulness. The Queen of Pentacles is useful, as I always say, like a mother. She can find usefulness in anything and anyone. That's a beautiful talent to have, because once again, it makes the world your oyster. It makes your opportunities endless. It makes those around you have a purpose. When you can give others around you a purpose, it increases your value. It increases their value. Like a mother, making everything she touched better. Let's see if we can get another card in reference to this card. Oh. You guys have 2 5s. Okay, so you guys have 2 5s. Let me see something really quick. I just want to look at something. I'm just looking through my notes really quick because I believe that I wrote something in reference to 5 for you guys, but I'm not really sure. I have to check it out. Yeah. Yep. I did. All right. So, this is because this is your 5th house type of stuff. All right. Let's think about this. We have the 5 of Wands, which talks about people going in all different directions and it resulting in kind of chaos. Nothing is actually getting done, right? These people are kind of just like fighting against each other. And then we also have this card here where this person seems to be victorious. One of the other people has their hands in their head in their hands. It looks like they're crying back here. And this person is pretty much walking away. right? So this person, we can consider this something like self-expression. We can consider this something like drama. Okay. This is also the fifth house type of energy. It also involves love and dating and things of this nature. Okay. So I feel like there have been some conflicts that you guys have actually been avoiding, an amount of conflict that you guys have been avoiding. And I think it's a good thing. Some of you will find yourselves walking away from that type of, lifestyle. It's like a chaotic lifestyle. And I feel like some of you will find yourselves walking away from such things. All right. However, I think that walking away will probably bring you peace in certain areas, such as dating and love. The way you express yourself, you should be able to freely express yourself without the interruption of others. All right. Now, also, too, when you express yourself, you should, try not to be unduly crude or unnecessarily crude, right, to offend others. But you should be able to do so without being offended yourself, right? Self-expression is something we all need to do. All right. So the next card, the Lady of the Stars. We have two cards that fell out. I feel like a lot of you feel trapped and bored with the offer, whatever it is. It's probably just your regular day-to-day. I do feel it's your regular day-to-day. Let's get another card. It could also be in love, but I feel like it could just be in relationships in general. I feel like you guys intuitively know that you need a change, and you guys are ready to commune with others. You guys are ready to celebrate and things of that nature. I say go out with your friends. I'm going to have to pause just for a second. All right, done with the pause. Sorry about that, guys. I had an extremely important phone call coming in. However, all right. So I feel like you guys would benefit from, communing with your community, with your family, with your friends, things of that nature. No problem. Right? Now, for those of you that are in a third-party situation, I don't even need to mention it because it's obvious by looking at the cards that you are bored. That's probably not what you want to do, and you're bored with it, and intuitively you know that it's not working out and it's not for you. So with that being said, you know what to do. Now, the next card is the Rising Sun. I feel like some of you will be either entering contracts or maybe experiencing divorce. I feel like emotionally you feel like holding back, holding your purse strings, holding your heartstrings close to you. You feel like holding back. I would say don't, because you're supposed to be doing unconditional love to yourself and unconditional love to others. I'm not telling you that you have to take your ex back. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to forgive. Don't think of it as something that was done to you. If you are going through a divorce or whatever, don't think of it as something that was done to you. Think of it as something that you went through. Okay? Regardless of how it ended or why it ended. All right? You're going to need to do that for you to move on. I feel like you guys are going to probably benefit from this divorce or this contract, whatever it is. Don't gloat, right? Some victories can be hollow if they're not with the right intentions, or if they're done maliciously. They can be hollow victories. I feel like you guys need to allow your intuition to lead you. All right. Now listen. If you guys have not already started writing it, you will be writing the Chariot of Ascension. Okay? You are going to be brought to a higher spiritual level through the rituals that you create for yourself, through the processes that you create for yourself throughout your days, what you do with your routine and unconditional love, things of that nature, and allowing yourself to birth a new life. You are on your way The Chariot is here. You're going to take this ride whether you want to or not. That's the thing about the Chariot of Ascension. You get shown things and you take a ride and you get knowledge, and you're forever changed by that. You won't be the same person. So even if you want to act like you don't know up here, by here, mid-year, no, I would say by first quarter of the year, you're going to know. Yep, information. We talked about that from the Chariot. You're going to know. There's going to be a truth that you have to speak. You're going to find yourself in a very, the Ten of Swords. You're going to have some cycles that are ending. Great, because they were painful as hell. So that's a good thing. There's going to be information coming in. You're going to find yourself in an advantage situation or an advantage position, and you're going to find yourself speaking your truth. Okay? I just got a little glimpse. It's probably, you may actually, first quarter, mid-year, find yourself telling whoever did you dirty or people that, meant you no good, telling them they can go ahead and keep it moving. And I think you're going to be saying it in such a sweet way that it's going to be amazing for you as well as them. Well, not them, right? Because they want to be back in your life or be in your life. And you're going to be telling them to go ahead and take an exit. And why don't you take a mint for the road? Or why don't you, would you like a cup of tea or something, on your way out? Can I pack you a lunch? In a nice way. You're gonna be letting them know. Go ahead and get the step in. You need anything for me to help you get further away from me, like that. And I love that because you're not gonna be doing it in a malicious way, but you're gonna know that you're gonna know what's better for you. All right. So this next card that we have here is about moving on. It's about getting that balance. It's about finding yourself in different roles than you were before. Yep. Love it. It's about taking an inventory, kind of finding out exactly what you have, where you're going, what you're doing. Thinking, resting, retreating. Oh my God. I love this. 2 cards just also popped out. Thinking, resting, retreating, putting those burdens down by the riverside. I love that. Putting those burdens down and living in the sun. Okay. Whenever you're in this position here, I always tell people the thinking, resting, retreating is also about being grateful. Be grateful as you can. Think of all the experiences that you've been through the year and how they hurt you, how they damaged you, how you, maybe thought you would never get over them. Be thankful for them because they led you to this place here. What is this place where you can kind of put down some of the responsibility that you took on that may not even be yours? You can let that go. All right. You can move on. And in this card here, the Chariot, in the, this original tarot, the Rider-Waite, I think that a lot of times we miss the fact that he's riding under the stars. He also has a star here right under his arm, right? So to have a star under your arm, kind of tucked away under the arm, that's a beautiful thing. This is about, being led to wishes fulfilled. Okay. Being led by the stars, being led by divinity, right? And then, like I said, we have the sun card here as one of the last cards in reference to this card, the goddess of 10,000 names. All right. So the last card is the key of life. Now, if that card doesn't self-explain through its title, I don't know what does. Too many cards popped out. And I would like to shuffle. I'm getting a little resistant. I don't know. Were you guys, you'd have to comment in the comments below, but were some of you guys experiencing a relationship with a controlling person? I think this person may have, in certain ways, stifled your growth, your self-expression. Hence the reason why it was so much fifth house energy in the beginning. I'm not quite sure. And I think that may be a good reason why some of you have to rebirth yourself. Or you may have been in a situation that was controlling. It could have been with job, money, living arrangements, whatever it was. But I feel like some of you have experienced that. All right. Now, the key of life. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Wands. It's so funny because I was going to call the Knight the King. And I'm like, why would I call him that? Big innovation. Back to what we started talking about from the beginning. All right. Big innovation in your lives. Fertility. Being the leader of your own destiny. The King of Wands is a natural born leader. He's a natural born innovator. He is a natural born teacher. Once again, you guys will find yourself in an advantage position as far as self-expression goes. Don't be a dick about it. I'll just say it out loud. You guys are going to have all the tools you need to do whatever you want to do. You're going to get that new spark, that new idea, and it's going to lead you to a much better place. You guys have the Magician on your side as well as the King of Wands. You guys are going to be on fire by the end of the year. Okay, Leo, this has been your reading. All right. For a more in-depth reading, you guys can visit me at my website, thejourneyofself.org. This is where you guys can get more in-depth about your life in particular. Also, you can comment below if you'd like to ask me questions or talk to me a little bit or even ask about readings. Also, in the description box, there'll be something there. You guys can also go to the website to actually purchase the manifestation jewelry that I talked about in some of my other videos. If you guys would like to bring certain energies into your life, the bracelets really help with that. Bringing in love, money, stability, whatever energies that you would like to bring into your life. All right. This has been your reading, Leo. Have a great rest of your day and namaste.